Hello from the land of TV. This is King Kool. And, whoa. Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? I didn't know he was there. I guess that's our spy. Well, son of a... Well, a lot of help you were. With your thing named Vic. Son of a bitch. Let me try going across the battlements. Yeah, see, I actually hopped into TF2 because I'm like, alright, I'm going to get less distracted if I'm in here, and also it'll be a lot easier to do the video. I don't care if they took it out, I'm still going to bail down here. So I get distracted less. I had to see how well that worked. Nevertheless, I'm here to review the latest movie that I had suggested for me, which was by House MD. I'm going to try to remember the names of people who suggest movies from now on, but I'm not going to make too many promises. Which is a movie called... Hang on, I don't have it written down. I believe it is Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. I believe it is. I might have them inverted. It's Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. Oh, nice. Now, one thing you're going to notice is if I ever... don't really feel like putting in a whole ton of effort. If I don't feel like putting in too much effort, I'm going to be in TF2. Because I can use Fraps and I can record the video and the, oh jeez. Yeah, a great time. Come on. Well, I can record the sound and audio at the same time, so I can do less editing. Which this movie, I will tell right now, is not worth trying to record audio and video together, separately, and trying to sync them up. So I'm just doing it the easy way, just to get this out of the way. Now, to truly understand what... He just moved it. To truly understand what this is really all about, do any of you out there know who the Fuji mermaid is? The Fuji mermaid was this spectacle, and P.T. Barnum would be barking about it, and be, hey, step right up, see the Fuji mermaid, it is a spectacle, he was caught off the coast of Costa Rica, and he was captured, and we have him here, you will not believe it, etc. It was this big sell. And when it was, sure, I'll give my 25 cents, which was a lot of money, and see what the hell this is, I just gotta see it. And what was it? It was half of a baby monkey tied to a fish, you know, and put together with paper mache. Was it worth it? Almost certainly not. But, on the other hand, like, you know, with that sort of salesmanship, like, how could you say no? So when you hear a movie that's titled Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, like, honestly, what else could you, what other response could you have except, oh, well, I want to see this? Let me make this clear. The people who do Asylum and those sets of movies are pretty much the, like, they are the barnacles of moviedom. Like, it's not, most of the movies they make are mockbusters, which mean that they have a title similar to another movie, and, they hope that you will be deeply confused, and apparently can drop more than one century, or dispenser rather. They hope you'll be confused in picking it up at the movie store. It pretty much is, like, rather than barnacle, let's say lamprey, a blood-sucking parasite of the movie industry. Now, this one, as far as I can tell, is not based on some other property, so I'm going to give them credit for that. It seems to just be just what it is. But, at watching the movie, after doing so, this is just so utterly cynical, and it's not amusing in any particular way. It's just a waste of time. It is I mean, and I very seldom say that. I'll waste my time on all kinds of stuff. But that really is what it is. It's a waste of time. It's not, I mean, some people are like, oh, it's so bad it's good. No, this is just bad. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is so bad it's good. Street Fighter is so bad it's good. While they are still bad, they have their own little, you know, you can enjoy them. This is just, like, utterly incompetent filmmaking. I don't even really want to spend that much time on it. But I gotta get my one page of notes here and look it up. Like, if you want to feel the experience of watching the movie, just watch a bunch of people looking at a screen, like, or watching something on a set, all of them facing the camera, not directly at the camera, but facing the camera, and then cut away to a totally different screen, not with their shoulders appearing, but just a totally different screen of a monitor or a radar screen or someone on the live TV or something, because the sets they have don't have, they don't have a full set, so they can never show them over the shoulder. So it's very disorienting sort of TV-style shots. And obviously the script is terrible, but I mean, I didn't have to tell you that. And it just is people arguing and being jerks, and it's very level 1 writing that almost anyone could do off the top of their head. And I'm not trying to say, if people are going to be like a snob, oh, well, it's just because it's not No Country for Old Men, which I actually haven't seen, you just don't like it. It's like, no, let me make this clear. This is not bad filmmaking. This is incompetent filmmaking. There's a huge difference between them. There's a guy in a helicopter, like, they go after the giant octopus, and the guy in a helicopter who they say, he'll get low so you can get a good picture of it. And then all of a sudden he says, they're like, what's happening? You see this arm extend out of the, tentacle extend out of the water. It cuts back to the people who are listening to him at the base, and it's like, Mayday, Mayday! It's like, alright, if he's reaching and doing that, he's already going to be hit. So he's not going to say, Mayday, Mayday, I'm going down. That's what he says. I thought I turned those off. Damn it. Well, that's going to appear in there. That's my good buddy Kool Mickey, who has a couple suggestions in here. I'll try to see some of his movies later. They're also on Instant. Where was I? So yeah, the thing, he goes, Mayday, Mayday, I'm going down, which he would not say if he was, like, about to get hit. He wouldn't say Mayday. He would just scream. So then when it does hit him, the thing explodes, and then you hear him go, no! It's like, come on already. This doesn't make any sense. These people don't know how to compose images in a motion picture, which, considering they've made like 30 of them, I don't know how that can be. It's like you figure eventually you gotta get better. Maybe it's just that this director was poor, or the limited budget, or whatever, or something, but this is simply just incredibly lame filmmaking that isn't enjoyable. It's not funny. It's not moving. Like, the two main characters start, making out because they're the only two who are going to, so they may as well do it. There's nothing given to support that. Although I do think that for once the, unlike almost everything in Hollywood, the woman, I think, actually might be a few years older than the actor. Which I like to point that out whenever it happens because it is so very rare, as opposed to having whatever works where Larry David, who's in his mid-230s, having 20-year-old, but I'm getting sidetracked. And this movie sure likes to throw green light at actors. Just everything they look at, everything gives off a green light. Just as we only have one fill light and it's green. Whatever, do it. Put it up there. Get some green light on these people. So, and again, as I said in my last review, like, it has recycled sound effects, which must drive me crazy, but it's the same sound effect used 3 times in the same movie for when they turn pages. It's always the same little flutter of a piece of paper. And I'm like, come on. You guys are not even trying. Because what these are not exactly actually movies. These are scams. What they are trying to say that they're movies. In fact, but they're not actually movies. They're simply 90-minute exercises that pose as movies in order to separate you from your money and your time. Like, a lot of times they'll have a shot that I would swear would be one single shot, but they keep cutting away to something else just to lengthen the amount of time people are talking on there, because otherwise there would just be humongous gaps of time where nothing happens, because there is nothing compelling written here at all. They simply went ahead with their first draft script, and nothing else was done. And it's contemptible. It's truly, like, that we should not give these people any money or any mind. They should be allowed to make their incredibly shitty movies without our acknowledgement. I almost didn't want to make a review of this, just not to give them any, I mean, do I even need to say the special effects are bad? It's not even, it's not even that they're bad. It's not even that they're very bad. It's not even that the same clip bold-facedly repeats, like, a number of times with a number of different shots. Like, the same thing, oh, there's a shark swimming by. It's like, we will see that shot about 6, 7, 8 times the course of the movie. It's like, this is, you know, it's like, it's not even just that. It's just the fact that there's never any interaction between the people out there and the 3D effects. It's just people, you know, it's just, alright, watch the people sitting there quaking in their seats to demonstrate that the submarine's being rocked by son of a bitch. Well, that was bound to happen. It was just bound to... Where was I even going with this? I'm trying to remember. That's an exit. That's weird. But it's just... There's no composition. There's just... This is the scene that's completely computer animated. Almost always. There's a few shots where they're quite badly put together, which might be why they don't do it. But yes, these movies and what Asylum does is almost criminal in its negligence, in how little they care about making something good. Like, when you have, you know, these movies cost, what, $300,000? There's people in film schools everywhere who would kill to have that kind of money. Or would kill to have $7,500 to make something. And for them to take that money and to piss it away on this sort of thing. Now, I know eventually they must, I'm sure, make some kind of money, because otherwise they wouldn't happen. But they must get it back on DVDs or something. This one actually, I think, had a theatrical release, which is astonishing to me. It's a crime. Just the same way Skyline was a crime, where it took its crummy script and made it into a $10 million special effects movie, when the script itself was really bad. Now, Skyline kicks the living shit out of this movie, let me tell you that much. I was hard on Skyline. I was really hard on Skyline. I hated it. But not as much as I simply couldn't bear this one. This is just it's almost beyond belief that this could get made or this would get shown to anyone. It makes me just sad just thinking about it. I only have one page of notes this time. I wrote green a second time. Green with 4 E's and 3 N's. I can't even read what that says. I think we're done here. I think I've gone on longer than this movie deserves. Don't watch it because it's so bad it's good. It is just not worth anyone's time. Read a book. Watch any other movie on there. I'm sure it's better than this. And let Asylum dwindle and shrivel and vanish into the complete ignominy that they utterly deserve. Thank you for watching. This is King Kool, and please drive home safe.